How do we start this?
I don't know.
Well, it's going anyways.
We should have had an intro idea.
Yeah,
An intro idea. Anyway. Hey
let's
guys,
just.
I'm Link Supporter.
And I'm Himajima, and we're playing Sakura Spirit.
Just to bring it out there, this was not my idea.
It was mine.
Yep, so you know who's the pervert of the group. Definitely not me.
Aren't you the one that's using like Sakura Swim Club characters in RPs we've done?
Maybe. You're the one having sex with them, not me.
You're the one
You're the one having sex with them, not me.
You're also the one in the control of the Sakura Swim Club characters.
Shut up. Anyway, let's just start. No, they're not. Well, I try to make them as personality accurate as possible.
Well, that didn't happen. Sort of.
So it did sort of happen. Anyway, let's just start this recording.
And let's
start the game.
And the game is being recorded from my computer since I finally have one again.
And the audio is being recorded from my side.
Yeah, so let's begin.
Shall we?
Every person has a dream they wish to pursue. Yet as people grow up, they often come to realize the truth. Dreams are nothing more than fairy tales. At least that's what most people say.
Jig, you suck at reading.
Thank you. Then what about who's... Ah, damn it. Then what about who do end up accomplishing their dreams? Are
You
they
said
merely
who's again.
incredibly lucky? What?
You said who's again?
Every man has a dream he wants to accomplish. However, there is something really important you should know, my boy.
My boy.
A real man doesn't give up on his dream, no matter what overwhelming challenges he might have to face.
Jake, that's not a dad voice. Do better.
I don't know how to do a dad voice. I still remember those foolish words my dad used to say, but despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them. Ever since I was a young child, I have been interested in martial arts. It didn't matter whether I watched a match on television or read a manga about some heroic martial artist.
Aww.
It has always been my dream to become a martial artist one day. Of course, it was a bit childish of me to think that I could become a hero simply by learning martial arts. Actually, you can if you do, like, if there's something going on, if you happen to stop it. Shut up!
No,
let me speak for... Even though I already understood that superheroes were nothing more than figments of my imagination, I still had a desire to use my strength for the sake of others. My name is...
Great start.
Gushiken Takahiro? Close enough.
We're off to a great start, by the way.
A 17-year-old rising judo star. And no, that's not me bragging. I'm actually about to take part in a tournament 2 weeks from now, and that could make or break my career on an international level. Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dreams and represent my country at a sport that I loved. But at the same time, oh my god.
You suck at reading!
No, look at the word excitement at the second line.
They spelled it wrong.
Excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. And if I suck at reading, it's just like what I'm reading on the lines. And while those were... they spelled worrisome wrong. Did they?
Just go with it, okay?
And while those worrisome thoughts haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from outside the window. I think that's you, Jana.
Get your butt in gear!
What the fuck, Jana? Okay, I'll be right there, Koyomi? I think that's her name? I don't know.
Yeah, I would say so.
Not wanting to keep Koyomi waiting, I quickly dashed toward the front door to let her in, not even realizing I was still in my pajamas. Hold on a second, Koyomi. Gotta grab my shoes before we head off to school. Really?
Really? I don't really start school, I just drink, that's it. Fuck. No, I can't make fun of you anymore. No, I can't make fun of you anymore.
Just go.
Okay. Really? I never realized our school had such a strict uniform or sleepwear policy. Nice jammies, by the way. Did you borrow them from your mom?
For a moment, my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. I let out a groan of annoyance and marched back towards my room. There's nothing wrong with my jammies. The Gold Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Mumbling those words, I started stripping out of my clothes, not particularly minding the presence of the girl behind me. She's pretty cute, actually.
Why don't you bang her or something, Jake?
Nah. That can't happen. She's an anime girl.
Focusing. Not only have a what? You know very well it was super hot that night, and geez, warn me if you're before you strip naked in front of me, you idiot. It just sounds like a normal conversation between me and you.
You didn't seem to mind it when we were little. Maybe you want me to turn it around instead?
No! Stop! Don't make me kick your ass!
I thought I had teased her enough and quickly pulled on my pants, proceeding with the remaining few items of clothing before I suitably dressed for school.
I've ruined this tough character with a high-pitched voice.
Yeah. Besides, I had a reason for being so distracted.
You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in that hollow skull of yours?
Oh lord. It's an upcoming match. I have no idea how anyone can remain calm when an international career is at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if I hadn't made up enough doomsday scenarios to fill up the apocalypse genre.
Alright, that judo thing. I'm sure you'll do fine. I've seen some of your matches and you kick butt. And of course, if you're really worried, you can always pray.
Pray?
What? Don't tell me you don't know. It's one of the school's legends. Apparently, there's a shrine out in the forest that, if you pray to it, it brings you good luck.
Oh god.
Oh god, I'm sorry to any Japanese people.
Go, Jen, it's still yours.
Ichikwa-san. That's what we're gonna go with. Ichikwa-san said that his sister prayed to it last night before her exam and she got a perfect score.
Damn. A shrine that is said to bring you good luck. Sounds like bogus to me. But at this point, I'm willing to try anything, I guess. I'll ask... Oh god, sorry Japanese people if you ever watch this. I'll ask Ichikawa-san about the location. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and end up a modern day Tarzan.
Well, whatever. If you do go looking, at least send me a message to let me know. And will you hurry up? We're gonna be late again.
A hero is never too early, nor are they too late. They arrive precisely when they are needed. But for the sake of avoiding detection, let's hurry.
That's a wizard, not a hero. Genius. How can one person be such a sports nerd and such a geek at the same time?
Let's not forget the constant nova of the Man of the Year candidate bits. They're important detail.
I doubt you'd qualify for either one of them, Pajama Boy.
Anyway, let us boldly go where everyone else has gone before. To school!
Ugh! Nerd!
Several hours later.
Woo!
Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I love the ellipses. Later that day, I finally got a chance to talk to my classmate about the location of that shrine that Kiyomi had mentioned earlier. Gym was the last thing on the schedule for today, so once people got ready to go home, I approached the guy. Hey, Ichikawa, is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to bring you good luck? Oh ho ho! I don't know what to give this guy a voice. What kind of voice would he have?
It was like a sophisticated nerd.
Sophisticated nerd? I don't know how that would sound like.
Do a badly British nerd, because I don't think you can.
I have no idea how that sounds like.
Oh ho ho, let me guess. You want to date her? Well, even though I do have to admit that she's pretty attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Not to mention, you're not her type.
I already got my hands full dealing with Koyomi. You can keep your sister to yourself. Joke aside, I'm more interested in that shrine.
Did she mention where she found it? I didn't know. I didn't. I didn't know there was anything near the forest aside from the dojo.
I'm so sorry.
Some voice, I think you ruined this character.
Oh, well, she said something about it being near a river, and quite high up, to be honest. I wasn't paying too much attention where she was going on about it. I mean, she was wearing this top, and it was tight, and...
Stop! I seriously don't need to hear the details, and I doubt anyone else is interested. So, do you
He's
know
drunk.
anyone who might have heard about the shrine? He is! Are you guys talking about that lucky shrine out in the forest? The one and only. According to Ichikawa's sister, there's supposed to be one near a river. I didn't know about that, but there's this fiery girl at the Sakura dojo who knows more about it.
Wait,
Are you talking about Arya-sama? About this tall, ridiculously strong, and super scary? That's the one.
oh, in that case, I believe I can still be of help.
Takahiro-kun.
I know where that place is.
Of course you do. We both do. You just want to tag along again, don't you? I don't think Arya-senpai will appreciate you visiting her with your usual tricks in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished practice? Blood, sweat, and tears.
Shut up! I don't peep on the ladies. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look upon Arya-sama's glorious body in any stage of nudity.
You don't say that out loud, dude. You're just gonna get your ass
And
kicked.
she shows up. What?
Oh, so you haven't seen her naked?
Yet.
I've seen a bit of side boob, but the hole I found didn't really let me get a good view of.
There we go. So I'm gonna call the cops. Ichikawa, the peeping Tom, has confessed.
Characters.
I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder as I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process and prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation.
This is unfair.
I was... What is that word? Whoops.
I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just move on.
I was getting tired of doing that voice. My throat hurts.
Were you like strangling yourself?
No. Once school was over, I decided to take my chances with the little bit of intel I had managed to obtain from my classmates. If memory served me right, Arya-senpai would be practicing at the dojo today.
Me again.
Of course I know her. She was a judo student just like myself. But for whatever reason, she has been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now. Arya-senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking around for any sign of the girl. Follow the shouts and you'll find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Arya seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now is the perfect opportunity to surprise her a little? I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached a hand towards her shoulder. Arya, feeling a hand on her shoulder, Arya reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud grunt, shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. I didn't have time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes.
Wait, never creep up on. Hey! No one sneaks up on the great Kunoichi Ariana. Taka boy, I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Isn't that the voice you gave the last girl?
No.
It sounds like it.
Shut up!
Oh god.
I was gonna even.
Kunoichi? More like Tasmanian devil. That throw didn't have a shred of mercy in it.
There's no mercy in the ring, Taka boy. You better that you learn that now than 2 weeks at a time. Let me guess. You want to do some sparring, don't you?
You say I'm bad at reading.
Well, I don't have my glasses on. I have an excuse.
Actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't actually hurt.
Oh, what did you want to ask? We've got all afternoon. I could use a bit of a break anyway.
Where to start? You used to take a big part. You used to take Bleh. Where to start? You used to take part in big and important matches in the past, right? Didn't you ever get nervous before going into the ring?
Oh yeah. Huh. This one time I got so nervous I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me to the car. Of course, that was when I was like 8.
Well, obviously I can't go and hide for my match. One of my friends made this stupid suggestion that I go and pray for something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves a little.
Taco Boy, are you sure about this?
You mean the match? Oh, of course I am. I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent this country and the sport I love. Arya seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually, she snapped her fingers, and grabbed a tight hold of me.
All right, I'll tell you the way to the shrine. but it's going to require more than a simple clap of your hands and a bow of your head. You need to give something to the shrine, something of value. I'm not giving my laptop to anything.
I guess I'll have to think of something before we get there. Thanks, Senpai. I appreciate the help.
We? Oh, no. Taco Boy, I'm not going with you. I've got training to do. Besides, you gotta take this step yourself. I can draw you a map to show you an easy way back to get back here, but you'll be on your own.
Oh, god damn it. There we go. You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while?
Afraid so, Taco Boy. Let me grab you some paper and I'll draw out the map for you.
After Arya's return, quick preparations were made, and I followed the directions noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back in case I got lost was a bit sketchy. Just look down and you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on the hill. The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. I followed Arya's scribbles with a bit of skepticism. After an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine. Should we stop here?
How long has it been?
It's been almost 20 minutes.
Nah, keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah.
The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained, despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there. Perhaps some secret martial arts master? Of course he'd have to say that. The thought of a hermit living in hiding within the shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. It could be a female, you know.
It probably is. We haven't seen any gigantic boobs yet.
No, in this game.
No, this game. Especially because we haven't seen any gigantic boobs yet.
Well, not yet anyways. I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed annoyance at the fact that, aside from the shrine itself, the grounds surrounding it seemed completely abandoned. There's no way anyone could be living there. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. What's inside? I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I holded the map I had been given. Putting it inside my bag, I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, so I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work. I don't even think luck will do me much good in a match like this. Actually, it would, because if you want to win a championship, you need lots of luck. Unless your team's just really good. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in a martial arts. Judo is all about using the knowledge you have gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There's simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more than nothing less. Hold on. Okay, you can go again.
How curious. The boy doesn't seem to believe in the superstition, yet he stands here, surrounded by the very thing he... What's that word?
Denounces?
Denounces? The very thing he denounces.
Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there is no one to be seen. Who's there?
It's all fuzzy. So quite the cliched question. But the right thing to do is ask, where am I?
Put your glasses on, damn it, if it's fuzzy. Wouldn't that be a good option right now, is to put on your glasses?
No, it's the screen.
Oh. What are you talking about? Show yourself!
Not yet. Entertain me for a little while longer, wouldn't you? This place is like no other. Why'd you come here if you don't believe in things such as luck?
I came here to prepare myself.
Oh, do enlighten me about what this something might be that you are preparing yourself for.
I felt a little bit annoyed as the questions continued, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I'd be able to find out where she'll be hiding. Why do you spell shill like that? Like, why?
Well, it's supposed to say where she was hiding. It wasn't even supposed to say shell at all.
Yeah, it's really weird. I'm preparing
Whatever.
for a tournament, a judo match.
Judo? What might that be?
Seriously? You don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art.
Ah, so you're a warrior. Hesitant to go into battle, and came here at the hope of finding the resolve to fight.
I'm not sure about the warrior part.
How fortunate. It just so happens that there is a need for one of your kind.
My kind.
A hero. This shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return.
Sounds like what the others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So, what's next? Do I ever up my allowance or something?
Don't be silly. Money is of little importance to you, hero. For you, the sacrifice will be something much of greater value. I will be looking forward to seeing what destiny has in store for you.
As if on cue, I began to feel nauseated the moment the girl's words reached my ears. My head spinning wildly. Slowly, I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard. Oh my!
There we go. There are the big boobies.
Yay!
So exciting.
And I think they're like the biggest pair out of like the entire game, isn't it?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. God damn it.
Hey, I didn't finish reading that, Jake.
There we go.
Look, hero. You're going to need it.
Despite my attempts to get back up, all I managed was a brief look at the girl. The sight of horns and a tail left many questions, but before I had a chance to utter a single word, my consciousness succumbed to darkness.
I didn't
Ellipses.
ruin this character. I gave her a calm, collected voice.
Yeah, that's pretty much her character, is just calm and collected. Should we stop now?
How long has it been?
25 minutes.
It's only been 5 minutes since you asked that question. No.
How long do we go then?
Probably about half an hour.
That's like literally 5 more minutes.
Then to keep going.
A ray of sunlight stirred me back to life. A groan of annoyance moved my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy. Why is the text like this? But the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. It said it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find that girl from before. One trace of her presence remained. Her giant pubes. To make things even stranger, the path that I had followed amidst the trees seemed better maintained than I remembered. I should probably head home. That thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby. You're gonna have your work cut out for you here, Jana.
Fuck my life!
Stern voice.
I'm trying to think. Who's a stern woman?
Well, it's a tsundere girl with the katana.
No, I'm trying to think. What would be a stern voice?
I don't know. Just don't make it too stern to the point where it sounds like a man. That'd be kind of scary.
I'm just gonna do that anyway. Thanks for the idea.
And it
But I
wouldn't
don't
really
know.
sound like a girl, cause
Get back here!
keep
Hey,
reading.
how's that? Hey, Greedy! Stop them at once!
Another stern voice.
Just what do you think what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them.
Sing-song voice.
Yeah, I think they noticed what's missing. Oni-sama. Keep running. Keep running, little one. We might just make it.
Just when I thought the day couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footfalls could be heard nearby. Yes. Oh boy.
I think we should just stop it here.
Yeah. I love
Hold on. I think we
the
should just stop it here.
I love the music that's playing right now.
I'm sad I can't hear it, but I'll probably hear it in the recording.
Yeah, you'll hear it later in the recording, like. Well,
So thanks for watching our first video. So thanks for watching. I'm ZelinkSupporter,
I'm Zaja Kimijima.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
And we'll definitely have a better plan.
Hopefully.